honest with you, I played a little bit in between last session and this one, about 3 hours, to try and actually get a decent economy going. Remember, we had a really hard time before with getting things kind of on track, quite literally. We weren't making much money. We were progressively losing money, and yeah, it took about 3 hours of it just letting the game run. That's why it's now 1896. And we have several new types of trains, except that he didn't have the money to actually use the damn things. So, excuse me. What I did, first off, was, and the train just went into a tunnel, but I doubled up on our line, on our third line. I did this because we had so many passengers. You can see from up here, there's 42 waiting for this line. That train just left, and there's now 48 here. It wasn't nearly so extreme, but there was enough to justify a second train. So I somehow in hell managed to scrape up about 600,000, doubled up the track on this line, and unfortunately the switch has to be there because of this tunnel, but I was able to buy another train. Same exact small little guy coming out. You can see the other one here, who's having trouble with the hill, at 16, but he manned it, but with 3 cars, just like the other one. This has gone extremely well, made us a good amount of money, and then I made a second adjustment. This train, I stopped him from going to the third station. The third station was adding very few people, and wasn't really being worth it. So rather than take the extra time going over these hills through that stupid tunnel to go get us very little gain, he now just shuttles from here back to there. You can see he carries 24 people. There's already 19 on the red line. I made up enough money as well to do this. Booyah, bitches! This line and our very first line now have the second train and better coaches. It handles hills like a champ compared to the old train, and has further increased our money. Look, he's coming back with full load. He'll have a full load waiting for him if things go as planned. So we can actually kind of start playing, leaving this running at a slower setting, and not have so many years go by while maintaining profitability, having money coming in so we can continue to expand things. We are still tapped out on all of our loan, so that didn't change. But see, we're starting to go up. Like, that was a small hill there, didn't even notice it. That's another small hill, won't even notice it. Noticed it a bit, but like 1 kilometer an hour. Yes, I'm sorry, it's on kilometers an hour, because I know how fast roughly kilometers an hour, at least just in relation in this game are. I have no idea how fast it is in real life. Which I should have apologized earlier if people in, you know, America, where I'm from, and other places that don't use kilometers an hour, or use miles per hour, are still watching. But it's in kilometers an hour, sorry. See, I mean, this is a big hill for what was the smaller train. Had a ton of hard times with this, getting down, I think, into the low 30s, upper 20s. This guy stays at 38. He's almost staying at the max speed of the old train, going up this hill, coming into the station to make us some money. I did not change any of the stations on this guy. He's heading south. But that's because he actually can keep a full load going almost every direction. Like, this is going up a hill, has been going up a hill, and he's still maintaining 26. It did cut down times from, it was like 37, no, it was like 29, almost half hour. This one's down to 21 now. This was at 25, but I cut it in half and gave it the fast train, so it's only 11. But 21 minutes now, it's shaved just having this train, 8 minutes off this thing's travel time. So, not to mention it's also faster top speed at 45 when it actually can hit that. So, for the most part, it was win for a little bit of money. But when he gets down here, he's going to have almost a full load rating for him. He'll probably have a full load. When he comes back, he may have a full load. Or at least most of a full load. And when he's here, he's already got a full load. So here comes that train. And hopefully we'll continue with our building this into a hub. Hey, here comes another small train right behind it from our third line. So he's going to make us a nice sum of money, and 1.79. We're at 1.5 million. That's a lot of money. And he's almost going to have a full train getting ready to go back. Oh, he will have a full train, actually. That's full. I mean, we're maintaining full trains, and that's what's really important. So you're going to keep going. You're probably going to get stopped at the station. Nope, he's going to get stopped. The small guy will. And this guy will pass. Yep, he's getting switched over. Getting past. He'll leave the station. Small guy will resume. Yep, there he goes. And bring his load into the station. Because he needs to be actually on that track. I don't know why they decided to use the same track that these two did. But these two were the only ones that crossed, and they could have used different tracks. And now he's going to pull in. I don't have them on auto upgrade. Line 3, it's line 3 is doing fairly well as it is. However, I do think it's old enough. 39 years. It is old enough. At least the one train. This train's not. Yeah, he's only at half his age. And now he's heading back at a very clipping speed you can hear. So, we actually are making some money. That means that guy will only make 4 trips in if I record the 2 hours I want to. Oh, I also took down the bus lines at each of these places because when I was trying to grind out some more money, it mattered to keep that extra 5 flipping grand a year. However, it is time we can now get this rolling, and we also need to actually upgrade our things here. We're passing right over this omnibus thing. This, I mean, I hate to say it, is probably what we need to go with. It's expensive, but this is... Oh, that was weird. Yeah, 1891. This is the better thing for us to go with right now. I did not upgrade any of the truck lines because I was trying to, you know, make sure we could keep actually operating and expanding. But now it's time for us to continue, I guess, trying to make these things good. Okay, let's take a look at these guys. Motor-driven carriage, basically. That's what it is. And trying to expand that line that we wanted to, but damn, that's a long way to travel. And what do the contour lines look like? A lot of hills. Man, this whole thing's a lot of hills and kind of sucks. Because we gotta cross that. That's a big one. I mean, we could just kind of skirt, but then we're tackling that straight up to be able to get that straight up. Man, no wonder this sucks so much. Oh, we literally shoved it right through a mountain there. That's awesome. That hill would already be there, though, so we would avoid another hill. That's a lot of this thing's problem is, see, we were able to actually follow the contour lines here, so it wasn't so bad, and then, you know, we went right through one. So we'd have to cross another major contour line to get to Shefford, and that's going to take a lot of money. Not just in the train, but well, not just in the tracks, I mean, but in the train as well. So basically, I think, what were we having it do? Something crazy. Actually, that's not too crazy. Going to there and then coming back. That's not too crazy. It's not exactly sane, but it's not crazy. So let's get this guy going. Esme. And then we'll set the other lines to auto-replace with that. We're going to spend a ton of money doing auto-replaces right here. But at the end of the day, it'll save us money in costs, operation costs, and it will save us, it'll hopefully make us money on several Hopefully it should make us a lot of money. Hopefully more money, because these guys can carry more. Holy crap. I did keep running that one at the line, even end of the line, that even I quit using that one station. So the original plan sucked of going into debt as far as we could. Hopefully now, though, we'll have something a bit better with this type of train line. Now we're doing a branch line, and it's just to hopefully help pick up the speed of what's going on in Limey Recent and make all the lines more profitable, even though the lines right now are the biggest issue is number of passengers. Best bet for that line is to come down and around and do a really big curve, probably just south of that lumberyard there, under here. Oh man, the contour lines are gonna hate me. Unless we try to follow the contour lines here a bit, and then we kind of gently slope up. That could work. First things first, though, we need to get this track that ended in a mountain down to the bottom. And that's 127 grand. Wow. That hill is going to be nuts. Okay, so we want to follow these contour lines, which means we need a pretty sharp turn. Yowza. If we want to keep 120 miles an hour, we got to keep a corner like that, and that's going to suck. Yikes. So we're gonna try and shoot between these two here, see what happens. It's about that. Oh dear lord of me. Turning on that. God! We're already blowing through the money. We haven't even set a train yet. This is such a hilly map. So now we're going to try to gently glide up this hill. Hopefully ending up in a contour about there. That will then follow easily into the next section. I pray. Because we crossed a contour line there pretty heavily. This should be pretty cheap. I was actually going to go south of that, I said, but this is a little bit better as far as the lines go to keep the hills lower. This will actually give them a good run at that hill. That sucks. They'll be able to maintain speed for a lot of it, but flat still. We should be heading down a bit now. Yeah, that's still only a intermediate contour line, so it doesn't affect much. We are going to need some more money before we finish this, because we still have a massive hill to get up. Oh, it's the next year. And we got some boat. And to be honest with you, I don't deal with boats that often. So, but that boat just made me want to have a Klondike bar, so whatevs. We need to start gradually turning to get up this hill, so we can skirt this hill and hopefully not hit that too hard. Well, we're having to start building up a slope a bit.